Alright, hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Just want to go over my $25,000 Robinhood portfolio and I'm going to see what you guys' thoughts and my stocks on it. I'm trying to keep this video not too long, so I will go over them very briefly and not talk too much about each stock. There are some options I do. I'll talk about these at a later date. One stock is Zynga. This is the free stock you get when you sign up. 102 shares of BOTS, it's an ETF, 9%. Baozun, Chinese stock, 28 shares, over 5% of my portfolio. Cirrus Logic, this is a tech company, audio tech company, only 5 shares, but 0.85% down on this a lot. Facebook, 6% down this a little bit. 10 shares. OLED, I had 20 shares of this. Finally up. Was down on this all year until recently. 9%, a little over 9% of my portfolio. PayPal, 20 shares, 7% of my portfolio, up 12%. Alibaba, 10 shares, 6.78% of my portfolio. Set them down, but I'm actually up on this because I did some swing trades with this this past year. Portola Pharmaceuticals, 103 shares, 11% of my portfolio. I'm down, as you can see, 21.8%. MJ, which is an alternative harvest ETF, basically all the marijuana companies, and I'm finally up a little 4.16%. I have a large investment in this, 28.53% of my portfolio. I think it's my largest holding. Scotts Miracle-Gro, only 3 shares of this, down a little bit, 10%. Kronos Group, 300 shares, 3.84% of this, and I'm up 19.77%. Canopy Growth, another marijuana company, 30 shares, I'm up 41.94%. I think this is my largest win, maybe Baozun, but yeah. 432 shares of this, I'm down, but this is mainly for its dividend, 4.86%. Synchrony Financial, 128 shares, I am down, 13% of this is one of the Warren Buffett stocks that he recently purchased last year, 15.69% of my portfolio. Bank of America, 35 shares, 4.19% of my portfolio. I'm basically even with this stock. Store Capital, this is a real estate income trust, 38 shares, again this is for its dividend, I am up 2%, which is nice. AT&T, 31 shares, 3.83% of my portfolio, down a little bit, but again this is for its dividend and for its potential growth, because it's pretty low over the last year, yeah. CenturyLink, 21.36% of my portfolio, $21.36, it's just 42 shares, 3.47% of my portfolio. That was hard to say. Again, basically even on this, but again, this is for its really high dividend. What is it? Yeah, 12.95 dividend yield. OGIG, this is Kevin O'Leary's ETF. I'm a fan of Kevin O'Leary, so I have some of his stock, his ETF stock, 18 shares only. Up 1%. NYMT, another real estate income trust, have 201 shares, 4.98% portfolio, has a 12.966 dividend yield. ABR, another real estate income trust, I have 100 shares of this. I'm up 6.55%. I've actually sold this contract, which I probably will buy back because it looks like it's reaching that amount. But it also has an 8.21 dividend yield. I'll talk about options at another video. Here's another ETF. Again, this SDIV, 51 shares, 4.09%, and it has an 8.95 dividend yield. TIV, another ETF, and this is for its dividend. Down a little bit, 45 shares, 4.4%, 6.98 dividend yield. LG Display, I just have 1 share because I bought an options contract on this at $10. I'm just monitoring it also. Apple, 6 shares of Apple, up a little bit, up 5.45%. MasterCard, 2 shares of this, up 2.33%. AGNC, which is another real estate income trust, I believe. Yes, it is. And it pays a 10.698 dividend. And I have 100 shares of this. APLE, another real estate income trust. So all these real estate income trusts, I'm okay if it stays even. Really just collecting first dividend. 30 shares, 2% of my portfolio has a 6.11 dividend. This is another, only 7 shares of this, and it pays an 8.15 dividend. SPHD, which is a high dividend ETF, and it pays 4.27. This one's a little more stable than the other real estate income trust ones. Johnson & Johnson, 12 shares of this, 6.26 of my portfolio, down a little bit, but this pays a pretty good dividend, and I just got it. It's pending. There you go. $9 coming. VOO, S&P 500 ETF, very stable, 3% of portfolio, and up a little bit, and it pays a 1.82 dividend. Berkshire Hathaway, again, this is Warren Buffett's company, 5 shares, down, up a little bit, 4.04%. Visa, 3 shares of this, I'm up a little over 1%, and I have 1.71% diversity. I should have invested this last year when I was looking at it. It was around 100, yeah. Now it's 140, so it's grown 42%. So I kicked myself. So this time, I use Visa everywhere, so I'm into it. Visa and MasterCard, I use them everywhere, so I decided to invest into it. And this JD.com, this is one of those Chinese stocks. So it's more of like a speculative type play because it is down. Yeah, in the last 3 months, down 14%. So seeing if I can make a turnaround. I'm down a little bit, but again, only 5 shares, 0.61% of the portfolio. And my last stock I just bought, which is Tesla. Bought this on Friday at 301.26 per share. Only 3 shares because it's been on a crazy ride. I'm sure people have heard about Tesla, and I thought this was a good time to get into it. So those are all my stocks, and I have a lot that I watch. DocuSign was one that I'm watching now, but I actually owned before and I sold out. And I do a lot of swing trading here and there, and also do a lot of dividend investing, so kind of a mixed bag. So just wanted to start this new video series going over my portfolio. I'll go into detail on a lot more items, especially my wild year I had. Look at this crazy chart over the last year, ups and downs, and this is mainly due to some of my tech stocks and some of my marijuana pharmaceutical stocks I'm in that has caused this crazy ups and downs. But the money I'm putting in here is more see how I can do. Luckily, I'm still positive 7.32 for the year, but it wasn't always the case. Just the last month I got positive, but I've been waiting it out, and I'm okay with that. So tell me what your thoughts are on my portfolio. Looking forward to hearing any advice people have, and yeah, that's about it.